So we've heard about the power of alignment many, many times, and we know that it's something that a lot of people are talking about. But yet again, we all go through the struggle of falling out of alignment or being in the wrong rooms or sitting at the wrong table with the wrong group of people. And then we find ourselves stale, stuck, and stagnant. And so today we have an incredible Agents in the Trenches where we are going to go deep on this topic because we know not only has the industry shifted, we're in a new world of real estate, but also there's so many real estate agents out there that are rising up from finding themselves lost, chaotic, and confused. And now they're building traction, building momentum, and getting themselves back to elevating like a real estate leader in the industry. So I'm super excited to be able to bring this topic to everyone today. If you're watching live, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching on replay, give me a hashtag replay. This conversation is made for you by people just like you that are here just to share as a transparent, open book, the good, the bad, and the ugly of what we all go through in real estate, regardless of our level of production or who we are in the industry or what we do exactly in the real estate industry. And it's always so powerful to be able to learn from each other because the best way for humans to learn is by demonstration, seeing how someone else is making their incredible comeback and becoming their own superhero. So that's what we're going to be talking about and unpacking today. How do we make our best comeback? How do we become our own superhero? And what exactly does that look like so that all of us can learn from each other? And as always, I have my running partner, Talia Miranda, here with me today. How are you doing, Talia?
I'm doing great. Super excited for this. This is our first Agents in the Trenches where we're going to be acknowledging some amazing people. And I'm just super excited to get right into it. Happy Friday, everyone. If you're watching live, like Lucy said, go ahead and type in hashtag live. Share it with a friend. Show us some love. Give us some likes. And
Yes.
if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop it in the chat below.
And before we jump in, I want to send a very, heartfelt, special, warm shout out to all the mommypreneurs out there who are going to be celebrating their Mother's Day. Being a mom is such a special gift. It's the number one ministry and business that we really have, right? At the end of the day, after everything is said and done, being that mommypreneur is such a huge calling. And, the struggle is real when you're a mompreneur, right? When you're out there, grinding and hustling day in and day out with the motivation and the inspiration of, man, I want to give my kids a better life than I had, or I want to leave a financial legacy for my kids or my grandkids, or you know what? I want to be the one. I want to be the one that breaks all generational limitations on my family. So yes, guys, huge shout out to the mommies out there. So let's kick it off, Talia. Who are we going to be connecting with first?
Yes. So the first person that I want to bring, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up her little introduction here. Her name is Jeanette Pressey, and she's a real estate agent driven by a passion for helping others find their dream homes. So let's go ahead and bring up Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Good to have you here, Jeanette. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Jeanette.
Well, I am a mother of two with 3 grandchildren. I've been in the real estate for almost 2 years now. I did, step off of it for a little while, but I connected with you guys, and you guys just lit that fire in me to, come back full force. And I just, it's something that I've always wanted to do. It is, it was a struggle and still is a struggle. But, I'm just taking it day by day and, doing what I got to do to, do what I want to do, which is real estate. So, it's all in.
Good for you. What made you get into real estate in the first place? Why real estate?
Well, it was just I have like a passion just to help others. I remember when I first bought my first house and just that feeling of accomplishment. And because I always thought, no, I would never be able to do it, never be able to do it. And, I put my mind to it. I did it. I bought my first house, and just that feeling that I had, I just want, to help others feel that what I felt. And, I know there's a lot of people out there that say the same thing. No, I could never buy a house. I could never buy a house. And I just want to let them know and help them, it is possible. It is possible.
That is so good. So you actually entered the world of real estate 2 years ago. And so now you are headed towards your best comeback ever. Yes. Tell us a little bit about your expectations. What does your heart tell you this next chapter is going to feel? Well, what is it feeling like? And what do you anticipate it's going to look like in the next 12 months?
I think I'm going to be able to help a lot of people just with the passion that I have. I've reached out to a lot of people that, have that same mentality. I can never own a home, and just, they don't know everything about it. And I just want to help them. I just want to give them that knowledge, and I just see myself being able to help a lot of people. And, it's a good thing. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready to help those people out.
That's so good.
I do have a question for Jeanette. So I know you've been in the industry for 2 years now. So how has it been? Because we brought you on just a few weeks ago. So can you tell us a little bit about your experience so far? Like, how's it been being, aligned with us? And what difference have you felt from now than before, right? When you were just kind of figuring it all out?
You guys have been a blessing. That's one thing I gotta say. I feel at home with you guys. It's a lot, like from where I've come from. I've had different brokerages and stuff like that. I've met a lot of great people in those brokerages and stuff too, but I never had that connection that I was looking for. And I feel that connection now, and it motivates me more to be able to do what I want to do, and just with you guys, it's just like, wow, it's like, that's what I was missing. That's exactly what I was missing with you guys, somebody that's there, that's going to show me the ropes and be able to, if I have questions morning or night or whatever, I can always reach out to you guys, and you guys are always, there for me. So
I love it.
Yes. That's
well,
great.
We're going to continue the conversation with Jeanette, but I wanted to bring on our next featured spotlight recipient, right? Because we've got a lot of things to unpack. So Jeanette, hang tight, because we're going to go deeper in this conversation. Thank you so much for sharing so far.
Awesome. Okay, great. So the next person that I want to bring on, her name is Maricel Pesos, and she is she's found her passion also in helping others with a background in mortgages and fitness training. She's been in the real estate industry since 2008. So let's go ahead and bring Maricel to the stage. How are you,
Hello.
Maricel?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing great.
It's so good to see you here, Maricel. Every time I see you, I remember back in the day when we met, right? You were in mortgages. But tell us a little bit about Maricel. What makes you tick? Where do you come from? How did you get into real estate? And where do you dream of going in real estate?
I was originally born in Uruguay. I grew up in Chicago 24 years ago. I moved here to Florida because I love the beaches and the diversity of Southwest Florida. As Talia mentioned, my background is in mortgage and fitness trainer. So that is what let me know that that's my passion, is helping anybody out in any single way, and being in the real estate business is giving them that smile when they finally get that house. It's just a warm feeling that you feel to your heart. So I've been in the business since 2008. So I've seen plenty of cycles in the market. Gives me a strong background when assisting my clients.
I love it.
What was your last question, Lucy? Sorry.
Well, that was it. Just, just this is an open conversation. So You've been in the industry since 2008, like you just said. You've seen a lot of different markets. What do you feel has been missing for you that maybe perhaps with this new generation of dynamics that we are bringing together as an organization at Q International? Give us a little bit of the behind the scenes of where do you feel you are now and what's been the difference for you?
Lucy and Talia, you have given me excitement to be back. Okay. I'm literally excited. You don't get all those nervous feelings and all that kind of stuff. No, I am just excited. And, the support, just as Jeanette said, I mean, it's amazing. It's great. And there's something I will never forget, Lucy, that you said. You never used the word agent. You used the word partnership, which is totally different, never heard of. So very grateful for all that.
I love that. That you never know what's going to make the biggest difference for someone, right? And like I've always told Talia, yes, we want to grow. Everybody wants to grow. We all want to, succeed, and we all want to go to that next level. We all have dreams of becoming the better version of ourselves or the best version of ourselves. But you know what? I love that you say that, because it's not just a statement for us. I mean, Talia and I, we have been curating a specific type of culture, and we've been seeking and working diligently to create a specific kind of alignment. So I'm glad that you felt that me telling you from my heart, listen, I don't want you to come and be an agent. I want you to be my business partner. That means that we grow together, we go together. It's one for all for one. We're in it to win it. Profit is not a bad word. We're here to make a profit, and we're here to help you learn how to make more profits.
Absolutely, and I'm very thankful.
I like that you said you're excited. I think that there's so many people that have lost their love for real estate, but they're still out there floundering, floating in this open ocean of red ocean of competition, confusion, and chaos. Break that down a little bit for us. You said, I'm excited again. How was the before and how is the now?
Well, when you totally really from inside connect with the person, and when I met with you and Dalia, even though I know you, Lucy, for years, that was just an energy, a really hearted thing that it's like, I guess I don't know how to explain it. I feel it, and I feel that this is my road with you guys till the end, and I'm going to accomplish everything I've always wanted and didn't have before, as the excitement of you two, that I never had that energy that I do right now.
Wow. That's really deep. That's really powerful, because it is an energy. It is a feeling. It's a heartbeat. It's a heartbeat. So I'm super happy that our heartbeats are aligning, and that's the beginning. That's just the beginning. So we're going to bring you back in a little bit. I don't know if Talia wanted to chime in with any other question, but I think that you just opened up a treasure chest with what you shared.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Marisa. So we're going to go ahead and bring you up in just a minute. So thank you so much for sharing. All right, that was awesome. I think I love that. I think that, like, when we're talking, right, when it's me and you, we're like, okay, this is what we're building, this is what we want to do, this is a culture we want to create. It's one thing to like say it, but then it's another thing to hear it from other people. They're saying, like, I feel it, right? Like, I feel it, and it's so incredible to just it's rewarding.
It is.
Right.
It is because you and I, what a lot of people don't understand is that I come from a world of having a very, flourishing and growing and thriving company. But I also found myself in a space and a place where I was not satisfied. I was not satisfied with the model. I was not satisfied with the daily method of operating, brokers always on top, agents always at the bottom of the barrel. I was not happy with the limitations of the traditional model, and one person to serve a whole bunch of people, and then you're dropping balls left and right, for a lack of a better term, or you're finding yourself worn out or tired. And it doesn't matter how much we would give, it didn't matter how much we would do, we always reached a point where the person would want to grow beyond where they were. And so the only way to grow was to go. And who the heck likes to lose agents, right? Because we grow close and we want to be together forever. And when I found myself in that place, I honestly have to say, it was like a bad divorce. Like I know I've shared this with you, so I'm going to open up a little bit of my heart here. And I would say to you, I feel like a woman that went through a really bad divorce. Like, don't even look at me, don't talk to me, don't acknowledge me, like stay away. But it was really because I had to rediscover myself. I had to reposition, reinvent, redesign. And that's when you and I connected last year in January. And I said, here's what I want to see. I want to see an organization of business partners that are hungry to succeed, that are willing to go the extra mile for themselves, and that I could guide, direct, and really give them my best as they navigate through uncharted waters. And you and I kept saying the market is changing. There's going to be more and more agents out there that are going to, and even brokers and even team leaders that are finding themselves lost and confused. And that's when I said to you, listen, our people are out there and we just have to do our part. We have to redesign ourselves. We have to reposition ourselves. We've got to become our best version so that things like what Maricel just shared and Jeanette just shared, can manifest,
Right.
And I know I'm talking to a lot of team leaders and brokers that are out there and they're saying, well, how am I going to make this happen? How am I going to do this? It's only one person. But the good news is that there is a way. There is a way, and we have a way of being able to do that. And I think every agent out there needs to be a business partner of a strong, willing, giving, generous leader. Every agent out there deserves to be a business partner, but like for real, we're in this together. It's not just you're out there by yourselves, and if you and I have heard some horror stories I don't even want to mention, but that's where we are now. And so speaking of where we are now, who do we have next?
So I want to acknowledge another business partner of ours who was not able to make it today, but I do want to give her a shout out. And I want to see if I can present a picture of her really quickly.
I love that. I love that.
Okay, let's see if this works. Can you see it?
Yes! Look at her beautiful smile. Hey, we leave no man behind, right, guys? We leave no man behind. Yes, Diana Arias. She is a super kind soul.
She really is. So I want to just read her bio really quickly, just give her a shout out. I know she is connecting, showing some love in the background, but she is a realtor who believes in building relationships, not just transactions. Whether it's understanding her clients' needs or recommending the best options, Diana is dedicated to their happiness. When she's not working, Diana enjoys yoga and RV camping with her husband and 2 dogs, which are adorable. She showed me pictures and they're so cute. With a lifetime of sales experience, she's committed to making everyone's dream of owning a home a reality. So we're super excited to have you on board with us, Diana. We love you so far, and we cannot see how you flourish aligned with us.
And I must add, I'm going to be a little biased. I must add, not only is she Colombian, right? So I'm a little biased there. You guys know I love my Colombia. But she also was born in the same town that I was born in. You can't make that up. I mean, all the way in Southwest Florida. So we're from the same municipality in Colombia, in Medellin. And she's just a kind soul. And she's so loving. So we are very blessed to have her. And she's a makeup artist. So she's like, you got a makeup artist now. So I don't know. Life is just going to get exciting for all of us. I think we're just building one huge volcano that's going to erupt in a lot of life-changing things and great experiences. I mean, we might as well enjoy the ride, right? While we're here.
Yeah.
So you,
Yeah,
Diana. Welcome,
thank
welcome,
you.
welcome. We're so happy to have
Welcome.
you at Q International.
All right, perfect. So I want to bring on another special someone. She's also very incredible. Her name is Michelle Ehret. So let's go ahead and bring her to the stage. Hi, Michelle.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We
Good.
are excited to have you here, Michelle, and you are definitely this Agents in the Trenches. I mean, we're highlighting um, everyone, but you are the main focus because what you have accomplished in the last, wow, 30 days, you know, it just inspires me. It inspires me. It shows me that we are on the right path. It ignites my imagination with what else can we do? What else can we do? How else can we, serve you and the others? And I'm so happy that you're here with us.
Well, awesome. And thank you so much for, first of all, having me here. Second of all, giving me the opportunity to work with you and your team, Talia, getting in the trenches with me, inspiring me. I mean, from the first day that I walked into one of your mastermind events, I mean, wow, right? It was just magical. You could just feel it in the air that everybody in that room was so inspired and they were there for, a bigger picture and building the community and just the culture and the feeling and the inspiration that you put out there. It just resonates. And so, yeah, thank you for everything. I mean, Q International, again, Talia, Lucy, you guys have just kind of lit that fire underneath me and given me the passion again and the motivation to get out there and be the best person that I can be, and to be successful and just, learn this business. Obviously, it's new for me, and I've had this desire to learn real estate. Everybody that I've met that's in the business, they just seem like they're so passionate about it. And I'm like, I want a piece of that. I want to do this. I can do this. So
Yes. Well, you have some very nice success stories in a very short amount of time. And, I really can't take the credit for it. Neither Talia nor I. I mean, we are here to serve you guys and we're here to be an example to follow, right? I'm the first one that tells everybody, listen, buckle up. This is going to take hustle. This is going to take grit. But you guys and you, Michelle, have done the heavy lifting. You've done the hard pulling and pushing. You've taken yourself beyond your comfort zone. Tell everyone, for those of us that are here live, but those of us that are going to be watching this on replay, what have been those breakthroughs? Because you've had like 3 or 4 breakthroughs in the last 30 days with actual transactions coming together. And give us the behind the scene, because you were the one that took action. You took massive action. I mean, you jumped. Break it down for us.
Well, I think first of all, I've always had this inside, just my characteristics. I'm hardworking. I'm not afraid to put in the work. I needed somebody to kind of push me, maybe even hold my hand sometimes, hold me accountable and give me, the backup. You can do this. And I feel like, you guys have given me that. You guys have given me the confidence to say, okay, I can do this. At the same time, I've had to, learn to step out of my comfort zone a little bit, which isn't always easy. But again, I feel like I said, I think, Lucy, when I first met you, I said, I know I'm hardworking and I'm willing to put in the work, but I also want somebody to say, okay, this is what I want you to do. And I've done that. And again, just kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. You kind of sometimes say, oh, I don't know if I can do this. And maybe changing my mindset and saying, okay, I need to stop saying, can I do this? And now I have a big sign on my refrigerator that says, you can do this and you will, and so it's from the little things. reaching out to our sphere of influence and saying, thinking, oh gosh, am I going to sound stupid if I send this email or send this text message or call them? And I've kind of come to the conclusion that, you know what, if I want to be successful, this is what I got to do. And you're going to get those people that are going to say, hey, I'm glad you reached out to me. Hey, I'm glad you texted. And if somebody says no or they're not interested, okay, then they're not interested. It doesn't hurt to ask, right?
Right.
I will say that on one of my the recent listing that I had, Lucy, I don't even know if you know the backside to this, but I reached out to my sphere of influence. I had a past coworker that said, hey, actually, we're moving. And we're going to sell our house here. And I'll let you list my house. Do you want to list my house? And I was like, absolutely. This is great. She said, well, we're not going to move until the end of the year. And I said, that's okay. I'm going to keep up with the market. I'm going to keep up with your neighborhood, see what's going on, things like that. I'll follow up with you periodically. And then here a couple weeks back, she reached out to me and she was like, hey, you know what? I already moved up north. My husband is still there. I'm so sorry, but I failed to tell my husband the conversation that we had, and he reached out to another agent. And I was like, boo, really? Okay. So anyways, I was like, okay, no problem. I completely understand. A week or two went by and I said, you know what? I'm just going to reach out to her. I had confidence in my team and I see what we do. I see our team out there hustling. I see our team out there, marketing, doing open houses. I mean, we're doing the work, and that's built so much confidence within me that I said, you know what? I'm just going to reach out to her one more time and say, hey, if you haven't already hired this other agent, give me the opportunity. Interview me, interview my team. Let me come to the table and show you what we have to offer and let you make the best choice. And so I was like a little nervous and I said, I'm just going to send her this text message. And if she says no, she says no, but it doesn't hurt to ask, right? So I did. I said, give me the chance to show you our marketing strategy and what we have to offer and what I can do. And so I sent her a text message. 2 seconds later, my phone was ringing and I was like, oh no, do I answer it? So I know. So anyways, I was like, hey, and she goes, you know what? You messaged at the perfect time. She was like, I would love to, interview you. I've worked with you before. I know that you're a hustler. I know that you're a go-getter. You're not the type of person to say that's not my job. You'll do it if it's not your job. And she was like, I have so much faith in you. Yes, I want you to get together with you, me, and my husband. And that's what we did. And we got the listing. So, again, just not being afraid to step out of my comfort zone has been the biggest thing, and say, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this.
I love it.
And have some confidence in myself.
Say that again?
I said, and have some confidence in myself. I think as a new agent, you come out of school and you're like, oh, can I do this? Can I do this? And again, switching my mindset and saying, yes, I'm going to do this.
Wow, that is totally powerful. And I'm super excited that you shared this, because here's where the differentiator is. And everyone that's watching this now or is going to watch this later, I want you to hear this. First and foremost, the leader has to be in a position to know that everything they're doing is for the better of those that they're leading, right? It has to be a condition of your heart. Because when you come from the heart, when the leader is coming from the heart, and everything that we do as a leader is first and foremost with the intentionality, okay? With the intentionality, not the intention, because sometimes we got good intentions, but we do the wrong thing. But the intentionality is a state of mind. Intentionality is a state of mind. It's a state of mind where what you do, you're doing it with the purpose of making a difference in those that you're leading. And that's my intentionality. That's my state of mind. And when you guys, and you, Michelle, you joined in, I said, listen, tell me where you want to go, because all I can do is facilitate a space and a place to get you there faster. That's what my partnership is at the table. Tell me where you want to go. Tell me where you see yourself in the next 12, 24, 36 months. I'm going to facilitate an atmosphere, an environment to get you there faster. And I remember that the first thing that I said in our agent meetup is, go back and message everyone on your phone with a video text. I don't know if you did the video text, didn't do the video text, but what I do know is you took action. You took action. And you said it best. Sometimes you need someone that believes more in you than you believe in yourself to get yourself going. And I believe in you guys. I believe in you. I know you guys have the potential you need. I know that if I've made it in real estate this far, you guys have so much more going for you than I had going for me. And sometimes we need that. And the reason I know that is because my mentor believed more in me than I believed in myself when I first got started. But here's the secret for everyone and anyone that says, so what does it take? Because guys, it's going to take more than it's going to take more than answering the phone. It's going to take more than wanting to help people. It's going to take more than, watching the HGTV and, oh, I love, designing homes. It's going to take more than that. It's going to take getting out of your comfort zone, going against your own mental, giants. But when you take that massive action like you did, and you take that action and you do it, you're going to see some magic happen. The same way that I see magic happen in you guys when I lead and I share. Go and send a video text to everyone on your phone. Now, I can't make anybody produce. I can't make anybody be successful. I can't make it. I used to try to do that and it would always flop, right? Because we are not created to make anybody do anything. But yes, you said it also. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to remind everyone that tells me where they want to be in the next 12, 24, 36, because I pay attention. Talia knows I pay attention. I'm not just there, pretending like I'm listening. No, I remember, and I'm going to keep, because that's my intentionality. So I'm super proud. And tell everyone what level, what price point was that listing at?
We listed it for $835,000.
Almost $1 million listing off of daring to take a challenge. And that's what we do every day. How do you feel? Because that hasn't been the only success story you've had. You've had several.
It feels good. And again, I think you said sometimes it takes for other people to have faith in you. And so, I have a team behind me that supports me and that's given me the confidence, but specifically with my clients, they have faith in me, and that goes to say something too, and I think that's the key, is building relationships or utilizing past relationships with people that, you have a rapport with, that, and they have faith in you, and they know, I know your work ethic. I know the kind of person that you are. And I believe that we have a good, partnership or relationship here.
Right. And I love the fact that you put me to work as well. I mean, you threw me in the trenches. Tell us a little bit about that, because you were watching it right from the outside. I was the one that was like, oh my goodness.
Well, so putting you to work. Yeah, I put you to work. I put Talia to work. Can I say that Talia walked around knocking on doors with me for a couple hours yesterday in 87-degree weather.
Yes.
So thank you.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that. I said to Talia, because I met up with her afterwards yesterday. She was like, oh my God, it was so hot. I said, you know what? I'm so proud that you are doing exactly what I taught you to do a year ago. So see, it's a domino effect, right? Because now she can do with you what I did with her. And that's exactly what must happen for this new generation of real estate champions to evolve. Because now one day you're going to do with your people what she's done with you. And that's really a whole new arena of real estate. That's the real game of real estate in this new generation.
Absolutely. And Lucy, can I say that I graduated my school with another agent who recently just got her license, probably last month. And, I'm sure you guys can all remember, but when you first get your license, you're so like overwhelmed. You're like, okay, great. I went to school. I have this piece of paper. Now what do I do? And I know I've said this before, but you feel like you're out there swimming by yourself, and you really just need somebody to like help you, guide you, hold your hand, show you how to do something or have confidence in you. And this agent has reached out to me a couple times like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if I can do this. So this morning, early this morning, I texted her and I was like, hey, how's it going? How are you doing? And she was like, oh my gosh. And you could just hear it in her voice. She was like, I haven't. I know I need to, but I haven't. And I was like, hey, like, don't get overwhelmed. She was like, I haven't done this. I haven't got my pictures. I haven't got my business cards. I haven't even been in the office. And it's just so overwhelming. And I was like, Lucy, I used if you're in your head, you're dead, Get out of your head. I was like, you can do this. I was like, just set small goals for yourself. Take it one step at a time. I actually, the purpose of me reaching out to her was to get her to come to the mastermind event at the end of the month, because I was like, I really think you surrounding yourself with like-minded people. I mean, this is a culture of people who want to help one another, who are in the business. You will meet some great people and you will leave that place feeling inspired. And so that was, and she was like, you're right. I can do this. And you can just tell, even though that it was through text messages, the tone from the start of the conversation to the end of the conversation. And I felt like, come on, like, we can do this. You can do this, like, so I felt like, I had to be her little bit of a cheerleader and say, don't get in a rut, don't get overwhelmed, just take baby steps and do this one step at a time. And,
I love it.
You'll find your way.
I love it. So yes, thank you for putting me to work. Thank you for putting Talia to work. We're not afraid of work. We actually thrive when we're working, right? The secret behind all this is, like I told Talia, my responsibility is to keep opening doors of opportunity for everyone at Q International, keep leading the way, keep making those connections with people, getting us, at the front line. So yes, we have the mastermind on the 29th. Now I just accepted the invitation, or the nomination rather, for being Director of Education for the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. That's going to keep us moving forward. And yesterday, Talia got to sit at her very first board of directors meeting, something that she had never experienced before. And it's the magic of association. It's the magic of association. Tell me who you hang around with and I'll tell you where you're going. So you guys are in huge risk of becoming the most amazing real estate industry professionals, because if you hang around me long enough, it's contagious. This stuff is contagious.
Absolutely.
And I love that, because it's a good contagious. So I want to bring the rest of the crew. I think that Michelle, you have so many great things to be proud of. This is just the beginning for you, and just keep leading the way and keep bringing others to the top with you, because that's what we're called to do. So yes, absolutely. Reach out to everyone and anyone that is out there struggling, because it's painful. Trust me, I know it's painful to be out there on your own, and feeling all alone.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Lucy, for everything that you do for your team, and the culture that you promote. It's inspiring, definitely.
I couldn't do it without you guys. So Dali, let's bring back the rest of the crew, and let's open up the conversation. So we've got a couple of minutes.
Yes.
What do you guys feel? What do you think, Maricel, Jeanette? You guys were in the green room. You heard Michelle, you heard her struggle, she got turned down. She was like, oh, my husband reached out to some. I mean, that is like deflating. I'm so
It
happy
was.
you made your comeback. What do you guys think?
First of all, congratulations, Michelle.
Thank
Second
you.
of all, I mean, that's great. I mean, I would have been like, oh God, just like you were, but I mean, you had the courage to send that text back out, and look what happened. Great job.
Thank you. Yes, it was kind of, it's burst your bubble for sure. And you're like, ugh. And then when I texted her, I texted her and I turned the phone over really quick. And I was like, if it buzzes back, I'm almost afraid to look and see, because she might be
I
like,
know.
stop harassing me. I already told you we're and instead the phone rang and I was like, oh geez, I'm going to have to pick it up. So.
See, nobody escapes. What do you think, Maricel?
Congratulations, first of all. And, we just got to know in the real life that bubble does exist. And if we know it might come, it won't shock us as much. And we'll just keep moving forward.
Absolutely. Yes. I agree. And can I give a huge shout out to Jeanette as well? I heard she got a buyer in contract yesterday.
Woo! Yes.
Thank you.
Wow, in less than 30 days. I mean, I'm telling you, you guys are just flourishing, each and every one of you at your own pace, in your own way. Like I was saying earlier, success is not just in the transactions. The transactions are like the after effect. But I mean, just what Maricel said, I mean, I'm excited, and she looks much more excited than when I first met her. I must say, so it's bubbling up on the inside. I was talking to Diana this morning, and she was like, oh my God, Lucy, thank you for, encouraging me to do things. And we were having a little conversation, and I said to her, listen, you guys are my business partners, and I promised you my job, my responsibility is I'm going to take you to the edge. But then it's up to you if you want to fly, you're right, or you just want to stand there. And I love what we are creating. I love what I see happening. And I know that Talia is my witness that we have waited so long for this. And we kept going down the wrong path, and we kept doing things. It was like, no, this is not what we wanted. But look, here we are now.
Michelle, so yesterday when we were out door knocking, she says something that I feel like, I mean, is worth mentioning is, every little thing that she's been doing, right, in these past 30 days or however long it's been that you've been with us, it has been building up her confidence. I mean, just little things, whether it's conversations with people that come to the open house, whether it's putting together a listing agreement, or, whatever the case may be, like these little things is what's building everyone's confidence, right? Nobody gets into real estate. Well, I don't know. But from what I've seen, nobody gets into real estate knowing everything that they need to know, right? Like they have to just kind of like build up that knowledge. And thankfully, I'm just going to say, like, with the support of Lucy, right? Having a coach like her is like incredible. I mean, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have made it this far. I'm really grateful for her. But now with everything that she has just shed light in me and all of the knowledge that she's poured in me, I'm able to pour into you guys. And I'm super honored and blessed to be able to mentor you guys and just be there to help and support in any way that I can. And I make myself available. And it's just exciting to see just the progress that you guys have made just, within this short time with us, right? So it's, kudos to everyone. Congratulations to all of you guys. Super excited for what's to come. And yes, it's just only going up from here, I believe.
It is. Yes. It is. And this is, what I see happening is the charcoals are lighting up, right? I was sharing with you guys on Monday that I think of you guys and I say, we've got different levels of professionals, right? So it doesn't matter what level you're at. The good news is, hey, you're not alone, and there's another level you can go to. So, yes. As the leader, I also have to keep myself in mind and in check and say, I got to keep growing, because if I stop growing, I'm going to stunt the growth of my, business partners. And that's why yesterday when I accepted that nomination, I was like, this is so cool. Talia got to sit in her first board of directors meetings. Each of you could be part of a board of directors. Hey, at any point that you'd want to, you can step up to being a community leader. You could be someone that is highly recognized. And let me put it to you this way, because we are our worst enemy, right? We are the ones that self-sabotage and we're self-critical of ourselves, right? And that's why we all need someone that believes in us more than we believe in ourselves, or at least someone that can kind of project into the future and say, hey, listen, you could do this, and get out of your head. If you're in your head, you're dead, right?
Yeah.
Stop hallucinating. Like I was sharing this morning in my morning live, I learned from my coach Tony Robbins last year that literally we start to hallucinate, and we start to hallucinate about failure more than we hallucinate about success.
Yeah,
Right? Think about it. Michelle, your story resonates with everyone. You built up the courage. You went for it again. First of all, you made a rebound. You made a comeback. You're like, no, I'm not taking no for an answer, which most people would take the no and be like, go have a pity party, right? But you were like, no. You built up the courage. You did it. But then even after building up the courage, you turned the phone upside down because you were like, I'm not ready to face reality. And that's exactly what Lucy goes through, Talia goes through, Maricel, Jeanette, Diana, Michael, Steve, Nancy, Gloria. It doesn't matter the name. It doesn't matter the name. We all go through the same thing, but now everyone's going to remember your story. So let's see how many of us, I include myself, number one, won't go have a pity party, but make a comeback. And number two, we'll have the courage to go back in and not take no for an answer, even though we're going to turn the phone around because we don't want to face reality. That is the beauty of what we're sharing here. That's the secret sauce. And this is what Tony says. What we do in private, those moments where we're working alone and we're second guessing ourselves and we're feeling oh my goodness, the overwhelmness of doubt and those limiting beliefs, but we keep pushing forth and we keep pushing forth. Or maybe those times when we are at the open houses and no one shows up, but we're still there, we're present, we're like, I don't care, sooner or later, it's all gonna come together. When those things that you do in private, alone, will have their recompense in public. When your deals come together, when your phone starts to ring, when you start being able to share those stories of success. So don't underestimate those lonely moments of hard work, because I'm telling you, it never fails. What you do in private, that work, that grind, that hustle, that diligence, that consistency, that commitment will always have its recompense in public.
Very well said, Lucy.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, thank you all for just taking the time to share your stories, to just take the time to just come on here. I know this was stepping outside of your comfort zone for all of you. So that is a win in itself.
Yes.
We got to celebrate that too, because that's how we grow. We don't grow inside of our comfort zone. We grow outside. And I could be the first one to say it. Lucy pushes me all the time. And, I've come really far. So I'm excited for all of you guys. Thank you so much for, just everything that you guys do and putting us to work. Continue to put us to work because we want to see you win. And for those who are watching, I hope this resonated with anyone. Just drop us some love. Share, send us a message, reach out to us. But I do want to say before we let everybody go, May 29th, if you haven't got your tickets yet, please, go run to Eventbrite, get your tickets, invite a friend. We have the next Southwest Florida Real Estate Mastermind. It's going to be incredible. Lucy, I don't know if you want to share that. We have some incredible people coming, very highly influential people. I don't know if you want to say it real quick.
Yes.
Wrap it up, but you want to say that?
Absolutely. Listen, everyone, if you're a team leader, if you're a broker, if you're an agent, if you're independent, whoever you are in the real estate, come and join us. I have the honor of presenting the 4 most influential organization presidents in Southwest Florida. I mean, people that are leading the most influential organizations, the 4 most influential organizations in Southwest Florida that are going to be speaking. So you're going to hear their testimonies, their stories, their good, the bad, the ugly of how they have reached their peak performance. So this is an incredible opportunity to be in the right room, surrounded by the right people with the right mindset that are going to be talking about how they have reached their peak performance. And we also have a very special segment where I am going to have 3 guest interviewees, and I'm going to get to interview them right there, front and center. And they're also going to be unpacking, from their regular walk of life every day, how what they do every day is not only changing their lives, but the lives of other people through what they're being able to accomplish. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's not the money. The money is here today, gone tomorrow. It's who we become in the process of growing and changing and being that next best version of ourselves. So I'm super excited. I know you guys are already front and center there with me, and I'm super happy that you guys are going to enter this world of Lucy, which is a crazy adventure. But you know what? We have fun. We have fun, and money it'll come. The money will come. Trust me.
That's right.
So thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I dropped the link below, so go ahead and grab your tickets. Well, this is it for Agents in the Trenches. Thank you guys so much for taking the time again. And until next Friday, happy Mother's Day, and have a great weekend. Enjoy and just take some time for yourselves. I think that's really, really important as well.
Thanks, guys. Good job, Michelle, Maricel,
Thank
Janet.
you all.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job.